Around 40% of those motors are absolute dog shit. They burn out, they cut off, they don't last.
The following program, Barber News with Toad, features a highly opinionated, overly caffeinated, and deeply sarcastic amphibian, discussing all things barber-related. Toad is not a licensed barber, doctor, historian, or even a reliable source of information. He's a toad. All opinions expressed in this show are Toad's alone, and should absolutely not be taken as fact, unless you enjoy being misinformed by a creature that spends most of his life sitting in a swamp. If you're unsure about anything he says, please comment, fact-check, or consult an actual human barber before making any drastic hair or life choices. Toad's advice has resulted in questionable haircuts, unnecessary life advice, and relationship facts. You have been warned. Viewer discretion is advised. Now sit back, relax, and prepare for the most totally ridiculous barber news you've ever seen.
Barbers, what's going on? Welcome back to Barber News. Alright, damn. We got a serious amount of comments, some fair points, and some completely fucked up ones. So let me set the record straight. The Goblin 2 is in production. I've already explained in the past it's built with a vector motor, and surely by now most of you know that motor is not reliable. That's just facts. So when I see barbers saying, fuck TPOB, we rock with Scamma, yeah, I get it. They prefer the vector motor. But let's be real. They also prefer spending over $200 on a clipper that, on average, lasts about 6 months. Sure, some of them might last longer, but barbers understand this. Around 40% of those motors are absolute dog shit. They burn out, they cut off, they don't last. Now picture this. Imagine TPOB dropped a clipper and said, here's our new release, but just a heads up, we can't promise it'll even work for long. You barbers would lose your minds. You'd hate us for it. And that's exactly why we won't ever do it. We can't put our name on something that unreliable. Until that motor is fully tweaked, upgraded, and proven solid, we have to wait. It's that simple. So barbers, please respect that. Or, if you really want a clipper that might not work long-term, let me know in the comments. Something actually tells me that in today's fucked up world, some barbers would genuinely say, yeah, sure, we don't mind clippers that explode after 6 months.
Shut up, so you can hear the play, it doesn't blow. Up, like the star crab, sounds beautiful. Tomb Doc has old frail bones, and he fade pro. Got KO'd, robbed the original. Cheated with teenies and Phil's mods are 3D printed. Bossy O is a snake oil salesman. Vic Blends doesn't know he's Caucasian. Marty Blends is in a mental hospital, cause the hoe with the make-ass fuck 6 guys on
Well, that song is absolutely fucked up, but I love it. Now I wonder if that Rob guy still texts teens. That's fucked up. So listen very fucking carefully. Bring that camera closer to my face right now. Don't ever fucking speak shit about my beard again. A lot of you are clearly obsessed with it, and yes, I'll admit it, I do use some enhancements from time to time, but that's because I gotta look fresh when I'm presenting Barber News. I can't just turn up here looking like a fat skateboarder or a homeless junkie. Or even worse, both at the same time, which is exactly what Phil Blends looks like. I need to be respectful. I need to represent properly. But enough about me. Let's move on. We've got a lot to cover today. So I've been in this industry a long time now. Years and years. But every single day, some new shit always manages to surprise me. Like honestly, can someone explain to me what the fuck is a finishing mower? It sounds more like a sex toy than something to do with barbering. Seriously, I get some wild comments, but here's the one that really got me lately, and it's fucking crazy. People are now asking for a third go pre-sale. I won't lie, I haven't even spoken with TPOB about this yet. I'm just guessing here, and this is genuinely a guess. Maybe they could be ready again before Christmas. But as of right now, I don't know for sure. What I can tell you is I'll speak with him directly, and I'll get back to you all who've been asking, because the amount of comments on this is insane. We're talking thousands sold already, and the demand is still going through the roof. We've done everything we possibly can to make sure barbers get their hands on one, and I do feel responsible for those of you who still haven't managed to get one yet. But at the end of the day, I can only do so much. I promise you though, I'll keep pushing for answers and updates.
So, I've had people saying a lot of times that these are the same blades. This is not the same blade, it's never meant to be the same blade.
Now I just want to say this straight. When I first saw both of these blades, I honestly thought they were similar, nearly the exact same. That was my first impression. But then I saw this video, and it completely changed my mind. So take a look at this carefully, barbers, and if you've got the Go Clipper in your hands, you can be extra excited right now. Because this shows you exactly what's possible, and why the blade setup makes a real difference.
Let me show you why. Well, one of the reasons why. So, Have a look at these teeth. Let's get really close. Have a look at the end of the teeth. They're completely square. Actually kind of uneven. But completely squared at the end. So that'll cause them to snag a little bit and not feed air through as well. And not fade as close. Whereas you look at the architect, you see the difference? Oops. And that is why the architect is a much more precise blade because of these teeth.
Well, I think that's more than enough evidence to prove the Architect blade is clearly sharper. I mean, if anyone comes in now trying to hate on this, I honestly can't even reply. The proof is right there, zoomed in, clear as day, and it can't be changed. The Echo blade compared to this is like turning up to a fight with a spoon, while the other guy's holding knives. I know exactly which side I'm standing on in that battle, but I already know how this goes. There'll still be some know-it-all nerds in the comments trying to argue it. And you know what? Please do. It gives us all something to talk about, and it just proves the hype is real. So Barbers, we've had huge feedback already on the soon-to-release Go Shaver, and it's about to drop really soon. I get it, a lot of you want the double shaver badly, and trust me, don't worry, it's happening. The box design is finished, the units are all boxed up, and right now the final checks are being done before everything gets labeled and sent out. So we're close, very close. But here's the crazy part I want to put to you. Should we actually do a Go Shaver pre-sale? Now, I understand the Go series is already looking like a massive success, and I know for a fact it's going to sell out regardless. That's not even a question. But maybe instead of just throwing up a pre-sale, it would be better to set a clear date for the official drop so the real fans, the Day 1 Barbers, get first access. That's an interesting one, and I don't want to decide that alone. So I'm asking you straight. Leave a comment. Let me know if you think we should run a Go Shaver pre-sale or stick to an official date. Seriously, this is important, and I want your honest opinions on it. Now, Barbers, some really important news. I didn't want to speak on this until I had the full details. But here it is. More mini-play clippers in all the colors are being made. You see, when a new clipper is in production, we can already tell from the comments, the emails, and the constant messages if it's going to be a big one. And let me tell you, the mini-play is already starting to intimidate me. The demand feels like an earthquake getting ready to explode. But don't worry, we're prepared. More are already on the way. More red, more gray, more black, and yes, more grimace. We genuinely want every single barber who's been waiting to get their hands on this absolute masterpiece to have the chance. This isn't just another clipper. This is going to be history that I can't see ever being forgotten. Barbers, make sure you smash that like button, hit subscribe, and drop a comment below. I want to hear from every single one of you. Your feedback keeps this whole thing alive. And don't miss out, because tomorrow I'm back again with another amazing episode of Barber News, packed with more updates, more truth, and more fire content for the real ones who tune in every day. Alright, Barbers, that's it from me. I'm out. Peace.